First point here, principle-based, ensure financial dealings are clear. This is not directly related to buying and selling, but this is a very important principle. There's a saying which is some reported as a hadith, but it's not established as a hadith. But nevertheless, it's a very important saying. Some said it's a statement of a sahabi or a tabi'i, but it's based on the teachings of the Quran and Sunnah. Live like brothers, transact and deal like strangers. تعاشروا كالإخوان وتعاملوا كالأجانب. Live like brothers, but transact like strangers. In other words, when we buy and sell, when there's dealings done, it's really important to make the dealings clear. Better if it's in writing. Financial dealings should be clear, even between family members. Even if you are borrowing money from your own sibling, from your own brother, from your sister, from your parents, just today. I mean, I've had cases where dealings are not clear and people have ended up fighting, quarreling, disputing, and never talking to one another for the rest of their lives. Family members. But just today, about 2 hours ago, I was looking through some of the emails and I just replied to an email. I had an email that a mother sent an email that me and my husband, we borrowed our daughter, married daughter, and her husband, like our son-in-law, we borrowed some £1,000 for some property. And we made it clear, we said he was borrowing and they know he was borrowing, but just for some tax or legal purposes, we just wrote it down as a gift. But that was just, we knew that was just writing it. It wasn't really, that's not what we had an intention. We said it's borrowing. Now, they paid us half back. Now we've received a message from our son-in-law saying that we are not going to pay the other half back. Rather, forget the other half back. You should be giving back to us the first half that we gave you, because it's a gift. And in Islam, it is haram to take back a gift. You are demanding to take back a gift and you took half of it back. Give that half back to us, or we're not going to pay. Dispute between son-in-law and daughter and parents. So here, even though they were a bit clear verbally, but I said you should have had a proper signed document that this is clearly not a gift, got witnesses, even though in the family, write it down. People have family businesses. Father starts a business, one son comes and starts working after graduation. No one knows in what capacity. Is he employed by the father? If he's employed, what are his monthly wages and what's his salary? Does he have a share in the business? Then if it's a partner, then does he have 10%, 20%, 25%? How many percentage ownership in the business? Is he just voluntarily helping the father? What capacity? Make it clear. No, it's just family. Who talks about these things in family? Well, don't talk about it, but later you will no longer remain a family because of this. Then the second son comes, and the third son, and everyone it's just like, oh, we all eat together, no one knows nothing. And then the father gets old, and then passes away, and then inheritance, and then big issues between even when the father's alive, one gets married, and he took more money from the business, and he took less, and this is not his money, and he didn't. Make it clear. Ensure financial dealings are absolutely clear. Very, very important to make financial dealings clear. Loans, buying, selling, transactions, all the things should be very, very clear.